The tragic death of 22-month-old Cooper Harris, left alone to die in a hot car by his father. New allegations are surfacing in the case against Justin Ross Harris that it has been exaggerated and misinterpreted. But tonight, investigators say they stand by the evidence we heard in court.
This is the route that Harris would have driven as he left his office. Harris would have passed through 7 traffic lights.
Squealing tires when the vehicle came to a stop. Seemed upset, but erratic.
Suddenly, Harris pulled into the Acres Mills shopping center. He realized that his son was in the back seat.
He entered into the rear door, removed Cooper from the car seat, placed him on the pavement. Oh my God, what have I done? My child is dead.
Out to Nanette Sosa, reporter from News Radio 106.7. Nanette, the Atlanta Journal-Constitution, which is a very respected newspaper in this country, based right there in Atlanta, they really did their own little investigation, and this is amazing if true. Some of the inconsistencies that they are bringing out in their investigation as compared with what the sergeant that took the stand in the probable cause hearing said under oath.
Gene, there were 3 points that the AJC looked at. They reviewed the surveillance video. First one was that during the closing arguments, the Assistant District Attorney, I believe Boring, had said that Mr. Harris took 30 seconds from the time he parked to get out of the car. The AJC looked at that, and they said it was under 15 seconds before leaving the car. Second item was the detective who said that when Mr. Harris had purchased the light bulbs and then went from lunch to just put them in his car, that he had looked in the car, whereas the surveillance video clearly shows that he not ever did Mr. Harris look inside the car. In fact, that his eyes are above the SUV's roof at all times. And the third one was that they're saying it's a little bit of overzealousness that allegedly overstated that the evidence that authorities claim to have said that Harris paused during his walk back to the office after he had parked his car. Well, now they're saying that surveillance video shows he didn't even notice these couple of passerbyers that they exchanged, when they walked past each other, because Mr. Harris was on his phone. So instead of giving the indication that maybe Mr. Harris was thinking these two people could see the baby in the car, but it doesn't appear that way. He just apparently, in the surveillance video, seems oblivious to the passerbyers.
And Michael Christian, Nancy Grace producer, there's even more than that, because Michael Bajents, who is the stepbrother of the defendant, Justin Ross Harris, who is a law enforcement officer, gave an interview talking about that Justin Ross Harris really led the family in planning a cruise for this summer, for the whole family?
That's right, Gene. According to Mr. Bajents, this was something that first got talked about last Christmas, that the Harrises and the Bajents were going to take a Carnival Cruise Line ship cruise, that this included children. They chose this particular cruise ship because it had special facilities, including slides for children. Michael Bajent says this is not the action of someone who's searching on how to live a child-free life, that he was so in love with his son Cooper that he was trying to include him in everything, including this family cruise.